G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. And mind you, I've got a funny feeling that as we've just gone past Christmas, look at that, it's actually gone dark already here, even though it's morning. It's about 11:30 as I'm making this video. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the webcam, and I'll just turn on my Merry Christmas decoration, so that we're not only just going to get some Christmas spirits, but I'm also going to light up my room so that I can see properly. Yeah, so I might do that, hopefully without, having me all the time, because maybe it's not great to have me all the time, because, I would probably feel embarrassed whenever I do that, but there you go, that's all I can pretty much light up. There you go. I mean, I could just turn on the ceiling lamp though, but I'm just feeling a bit too lazy. How about that, hearing that I'm lazy? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put it right there. And the train isn't going to be taking over in this video because I think we've got plenty amount of space to basically review. This time I'm going to be reviewing from here. So that, well, right in front of where the trash can is, I'll just shove that from here to there, right next to that box of train goodness. And before I could actually start, because my skin is completely bloody dry, I'm going to use this Dermal 600 lotion. You're probably thinking, oh, but Ivan, why are you sharing lotions on your videos on YouTube? Well, here's proof why I'm actually going to be using lotions, because, let me just see clearly, because I can't see amongst the darkness. Even though it's morning, okay, it's winter time where I am. So I suppose, yes, I might turn on my table lamp though, just to get a bit of light there, Yes, my skin is unfortunately dry, and unfortunately, I'm just going to add some cream onto my hand because my skin is bloody dry. See that? That is not a very good sign indeed. I probably won't scratch that, because, it's best not to scratch, otherwise your skin will be completely and utterly desiccated, yet deteriorated at the same time. I'm just going to place some here at that top side, and I'll just rub and scrub-a-dub-dub right from where my hands are. Maybe add a few bit more, How about that? Does that look much more better, There you go. Therefore I think it looks totally moist now, I think. Thanks to that, we'll just lift that one away. And I think toys with that toys, we're going to be taking a look at are water-based toys. And yes, as we're coming up towards 2022, I've actually got some further changes into my toy reviews on YouTube. And yes, to be quite obviously honest, by the time we reach towards January, I'm actually going to start reviewing toys from at least around, I think around 9 or 10, 11 o'clock. If it's like, whenever I come back from, the centre, I'm actually going to start my toy reviews hopefully late in, at around 10 PM I think, or 11 PM. Maybe about 3 or 4 PM, I really don't know, because I'll never know when am I going to be doing the next Penguin Club World toys, or product in a sense. But anyway, let me just go ahead and review those 3 products. And yes, hopefully this will be a very nice new change as we head towards generation 126. And I've also got another announcement that as 2022 is rolling in, and since the Vietnam 2021 event has now completely ended, with its closed doors like so, okay, as the event is now gone and finished, I'm actually starting to think about changing my channel artwork, like, my channel banner, and also my profile picture, so it's something to basically represent 2022 in a very different way. While retaining the same flip-flop aesthetics over and over and over again. But anyways, let me just start off with this first product here. It's a flip-flop Origami British Wildlife Collection Common Eurasian Coot Feeding Flock Brawl Frenzy 12-pack. £14, that's how much it costs. Yes, generation 125.5. And there's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. It's quite funny, we haven't seen as many Coots as I would normally expect though, hey? I often see, like, you know, the chicks and the babies and whatnot, eh? But there you go, out comes the Coots. Boy, I fairly look quite nice. With toys like that, eh? I mean, I tend to say that the birds actually look fairly nice when they're detailed like that, though, eh? But let's take a look at the Coots. I have made a 5-pack before, but what I could do in the future is that if I have some time, I might be able to make a 12-pack. How fun would that would actually be, eh? There you go, it's all plain black. But the problem with black is that you need loads and loads of black, and one of these classic examples is to add water onto the models. Okay, so that's what I did there, and obviously there's no problem on just adding water onto the models, and then it just lifts the whole toy up together there. I mean, when you put everything black and you have white at the front with a red evil looking eye there, eh? Well, it's not really evil because that's the colour of the Coot's eyes, actually, I suppose, eh? That's what you get. It's a fairly nice design on the toys, and you can't fake that look. At least it looks quite nice, and at least they've got the names there, and that's very important to know about these toys. I mean, that's really nice to see, and whenever I think about the way they've been added, actually, has it said the word Coots and not Coot? No S's, please. I don't know why I have to pretty much edit this. Maybe I need to double check. So I've got like an S. No, that's a bit suspicious. I'm going to find a bloody Eurasian and see if I can get that out. See if I can try and get that letter S out, because it's going to be quite tough because my rubber is quite, how would you say it, flat. But anyways, that's what it is, and we've got the Coot design like that. And yesterday I've actually managed to clear away all my earwax with a syringe, and finally I can hear everything better now. So hopefully I'm just going to perform better than yesterday, eh? Which was quite iffy though, thanks to my earwax. Nice, but there you go, it looks quite nice. This Coot looks beautiful. I think in Sandwell Valley, I think they're very vulnerable to predators like, you know, I would say buzzards and sparrowhawks. And you know, I think their breeding ratio is actually quite unsuccessful at my local nature reserve, being Sandwell Valley though, which is only about at least around, you know, over a 20 to 30 minute drive away, I think. And then you've also got, that's very strange, there's a very weird mixture between white and brown bread. With that being said, it's kind of like a hybrid bread, if you ask me, eh? Noticing on how superbly detailed these birds are. In fact, there is actually one other interesting thing about the Eurasian Coot is that it's not only found in Europe, but it's also found in Asia, as the name suggests, both Europe and Asia. I think Africa, but also as far as Australia. I think that's why I've made these guys. Australia and New Zealand is also the main reason why these guys are made there. I think they're also found in Australia and New Zealand. Yes, of course they're found in Australia and New Zealand, so please go ahead and check out Wikipedia, and I'm not making it up. Here you go, for the sake of being totally, how would you say it, totally stupid on making things up, which are unbelievable or non-believable. Or nonsensical, but it is. There you go. I have to say that's fairly nice. So I can pretty much delve into that type of bread. Well, maybe not. Well, actually not. I mean, sorry, but for the fact that, you know, it's like they've been burnt to a crisp. Oh, that's very weird, eh? But I mean, I like the colour contrasts of it. Actually, whenever I think of this type of bread, it almost looks like rust that you find in, you know, wet metal, and it sort of turns rusty. Kind of strange, but yeah, once again, it's got like the bread thingies right in the middle there, which still, and also has the archetypal bread shaped design. So obviously it's not that bad for although there's a lot of iffiness in that toy. It still looks quite nice. And the 3D heads, they look quite beautiful as well. I think it's a very nice... I have to say that this black is a lot more vibrant than what I had recently with the other Coot products. I can barely tell a difference on what I can do with these birdies. That's fairly nice, eh? Maybe I need to go ahead and find some more of those black colouring pencils so that I can make as many Coots if I want to. And they look quite nice, Coots, I suppose, eh? Well, yes, let me just go ahead and repack those. They're not ducks, they belong to a family birds called whales. And out they go, done and dusted. Okay, moving on along. It's a flip-flop origami, swimming Australian Pacific black ducks versus silver gulls. Bread feeding frenzy 12-pack, £14. Okay, that's what they would look like, eh? And there's the back of the packaging, which actually looks like that. I've actually heard that seagulls have actually been recently colonised towards Canberra, which I believe is the capital city of Australia. And what's strange about Canberra is that it's literally inland. So how in the bloody hell did those seagulls come in to Canberra, or to a city that is freaking inland? I would have never thought that this would happen though, but let's go ahead and crack this and see what's inside. Out comes the ducks and the seagulls. Looks fairly nice. It's something to remember from November. Has a bit of a rhyme, eh? Looking over silver gulls, what do I think? Looks good. I've seen this before. There's the wing detailings here, which look like that. And there's, of course, the name, Silver Gull. Fancy that one, eh? I love the eye detailing, like so, eh? It's beautiful. Oh, crikey, I've just sneezed! Oh, no! Alright, let's just continue, eh, before I start to get COVID. At least I won't get COVID, because I know how to wash my hands. I know I can wash my hands for 20 seconds, but, yes, I've got a funny feeling that COVID's still around there, which is very sad. Obviously, it's not very funny, though, as a feeling, though, whenever COVID's around, though, but we just have to deal with it, though, eh? Nevertheless, these silver gulls look quite nice. And I've actually just spotted an error here. This seagull doesn't look like he has actually got his wings being coloured in as grey. So let me come in and edit this, because I don't think that's right. And let me see what is wrong with this model here. Okay, I think I need to colour these bits in a bit of grey, eh? Just to, you know, correlate to the fact that, you know, the grey detailing is, of course, that bit there, eh? Let me just use my fingertips just to smudge it, of course. And then I can just pretty much, how do you say it? Just colouring up and down there towards the edge of the bird. And I think it's a winner. Well, I should have just taken my time though, obviously though. But most importantly, they've got the names. And it's also very nice for a bit of an opportunity to take a look at the silver gulls. Very beautiful looking face. And, you know, obviously, as soon as you put a face on something, it makes it so interesting to have it, you know, sort of be like that. Obviously, I can't see a distinguishable face there on these birds, but nevertheless, they look quite nice with their beaks on. Let's take a look at the Pacific ducks next. Overall, they look quite a bit more slimmer than the ones I did recently. There you go, it looks fairly nice. And there you go, there's the name, Pacific Black Duck. And obviously they're like the Australian cousins to our mallards. As you can tell, I suppose. I think the best known of all parks in Sydney, Australia, where to find these ducks, I believe, in my opinion, is either Centennial Park in Sydney, or if you know, oh no. Why are we getting a lot of faults in this product? First the seagull wing, now you're losing the speculum of a duck. I don't know why. It's gone completely and utterly wrong there, this video, eh? I don't know why, but oh dear, this video is wrong. So very wrong. Okay, you happy now? That duck's now got a speculum here, eh? Obviously, I think the other park I was also referring to is Cherrybrook. I think Cherrybrook Lakes of course, yes, I would have thought they're duck ponds, but yes, overall in Cherrybrook, I think I can definitely say that the duck ponds in Cherrybrook are, which is basically like a little suburban area in Sydney, I think, not far from Brawl, but yes, it looks quite nice. See, I'm an expert in Australian suburban areas and towns and cities and blah blah. Noticing that the face is still like this, with a peach detailing with some brown lineage detailings and whatnot away. Yes, it looks quite nice. The Pacific black duck, quite a common species of duck to be encountered in Australia, and you can't go wrong with them overall, eh? And I think I definitely said that, you know, the duck ponds in Cherrybrook are literally called the Lakes of Cherrybrook. And I've actually heard that Cherrybrook is actually quite a very good looking, how do you say it, suburban area in Australia though. And I have to say, oh well, I won't talk over about Cherrybrook ever again, because we're going to be taking a look at the white bread. Now, as we all know, bread is bad for ducks, as it can cause angel wings, which is like a very weird disease and whatnot that I found in birds. And yes, I know it can pretty much make them die or choke. I don't know if that's a choking hazard bread, or maybe it's the fact that the carbohydrates aren't really as healthy on the bread compared to other pieces of food. But yeah, I've actually nailed on how to make white bread. That's pretty amazing, I suppose, eh? Now, wonder where all that bread comes from. Maybe I should try and create a bread factory and see if I can create some bread. How cool would that be, eh? But there you go. We've got some ducks and seagulls. Mine? Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a very weird pop-up there, eh? Mine? Okay, that was more accurate, eh? But I did feature the ducks though when I said the word mine, which is quite strange. Normally it's the seagulls who go mine. Okay, out you go, mates. Yeah, done and dusted! Okay, last but by no means least, there's a new species of fish. Flip up Origami. Actually, we've got 2 new species of fish that we've got in our toy range. It's called the Indian Threadfish Intimidation Shoal versus Small Fish Prop Pack. £14.99 or £15. Here's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. And I've actually noticed that the small fish are actually meant to be, ooh, what are those? They look quite petrified by those 2 Indian threadfish. I think they're also known as diamond trevallies or plum trevallies or mirrorfish. And I've actually noticed that jacks are very social fish, but they're also the bullies of the sea, because these guys can pretty much scare away most, if not all, of the small fish that live in the ocean. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the, how would you say it, components or items we've got. What? What? Why in the bloody hell is there very strange remnants of paper here? What's it doing here? Okay. How strange is that, eh? Okay, we've got all the fishies out. And I think the small fish are literally based on the green, I think it's a blue-green chromis damsel fish. I mean, it's a damselfly, which is like a small dragonfly, but anyways, let's take a look at what these fishies have. And I've actually realised the fishies have got expressions. So you get like, oh, it's like a pretty mild, happy-looking face. Is that straight face or is it happy face? I've got 2 of them here, so it's fairly nice, eh? What's sort of dynamic is that the fishies have actually got different facial expressions here too. There's another one of those straight or happy-faced blue-green chromis fish. They've also got another one which looks happy, and the other side is straight-faced. And we've also got 2 which look quite sad, because you know why? They've been bullied by the Indian threadfish. And we'll take a look at the Indian threadfish later on now. Aw, that's a poor thing. Don't worry, man. They're there. The oceans will be fine there, mate. Just wait until everything will be fine. Okay, so let's take a look at the Indian threadfish. Okay, he looks quite snarly and nasty and gnarly looking, eh? Okay, so he's got those colours here. Oh, it's missing some detailing. That's not a very good look, eh? But nevertheless, that looks quite interesting. Starting to see some fish like that, or getting some different facial expressions. I might have to pretty much colour in. What's going on with me? I'm just missing out some of the bloody details on toys these days. Can anyone explain to me why? Crikeys. Man, these toys are not even getting their details correctly. Oh, that is weird. I don't understand why. Sorry, I got a bit quite mad there, eh? But anyways, let's take a look at the next one here. Looks like he's snarling with some sort of, expression of happiness. Maybe it's more like an evil, I've got a very weird plan. Oh, how would you say it? Smile? Or maybe it's more like, I've got something up to my sleeve smile. That's what I'm thinking of, eh? That sort of diabolicalness onto the face. Looking fairly cool, eh? In fact, there's actually different facial expressions here on the fish. I've actually realised. Ooh. Maybe that one there might be either a snarly... Oh, wait, it's angry. Just the way I did it, eh? Yeah. Overall, though, eh? Look how angry that fish is, eh? Maybe he's intimidating. Overall, that's how, how bully fish tend to basically be like, eh? Under the sea. And that's what they will be overall, eh? Look at that, it's a pretty, I'll just say it, determined evil smile. There you go. Oh, look how pretty much callously joyful this fish is, as I'm pretty much looking at it. Super well, eh? Yeah, he's like, stare into my eyes, and I will own you! Okay, so, and also got another one here. Got a funny feeling these toys are very well detailed. You just can't go wrong with them. And obviously, apart from the first fish that we just had a look at, which had its fins or flippers not being detailed in the right colour, of course, this is absolutely good. Good. Yeah, I'd have to say it's actually quite a nice looking toy. So I'm just counting there. I was just counting there just to see if I've got all 6 fish. I do have all 6 blue, green, chromas, damselfish, and 6 Indian threadfins, or threadfish. I think that's what they're called. I think you can also call them Indian threadfins, whoever you're going to be calling them like. But I think there's also another species called the Indian threadfin, which is already there, but yeah. But I think it's a different species of fish compared to these guys here, which is supposed to be jacks. Not a bad product from what I can work out, eh? Not bad indeed. Anyways, time for you to go. Well, can't believe it. That's I'm pretty much making this toy review, eh? I've got loads and loads of toys to be made for 2022. But straightforward, nevertheless, I've got a funny feeling 2021 has been such a busy year for me, not only because of Generation 125, but also for the fact that, yes, 2022 is just around the corner. Yes, and I got a funny feeling Generation 125 and Generation 125.5 are the 2, if not 1, generation that has pretty much made, everything better than anything else, really, eh? Woo! Crikeys. Got a funny feeling, that 2021 has been quite a tough year, but, let's just hope 2022 can shape things better in the way I want to see it. Really, eh? I really want to see things better, to be honest, eh? So anyways, if you really enjoyed this very interesting video, eh? Please give this video a very good like, subscribe for more future videos in the future, and also be sure to look out for me and my new profile picture as well, but also my channel art banner as well. That's also the other 2 things you might also want to look out for too. So obviously I'm just getting ready for 2022, and as always with you guys, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. Bye.